Hi everyone, my name is Abhiraj Karakapati. Welcome to my YouTube channel Amazing Abhai. Last episode, Yichin asked Bailey Hong for the piece of land he owned in the capital. Hearing the request, Bailey Hong fell silent. Bailey Bing said, "Dad, Yichin saved both your life and mine. What he's done for our family is worth far more than any piece of land. So why are you hesitating?" Bailey Hong sighed. "If this kid had asked me for an entire city, I wouldn't have refused. But the truth is, that land is very special to me because I'm still searching for my wife. I've kept that land untouched all these years because I believe it may hold the only clue to finding her. The last place my wife was ever seen was on that land. After that, she disappeared without a trace. Ever since then, I've been waiting for technology to advance far enough that we might one day be able to look into the past and discover what really happened. That's why I haven't changed a single thing on that property." Yichin replied, "Do you really believe technology like that will ever exist? What do you think happened? That your wife simply vanished into thin air?" Bailey Hong shook his head. "I don't know anything. I only know one fact. She disappeared from that land and was never seen again. You can call me crazy, foolish, or whatever you want, but that's exactly why I've protected that place all these years." Yichin smiled. "What if I could tell you what happened to your wife? Would you give me the land then?" Bailey Hong looked at him in shock. "You can really do that?" Before he could say anything else, he suddenly started coughing up blood. Yichin handed him a pill. "Don't get too excited. Your buddy still can't handle it." As Bailey Hong swallowed the pill, he thought, aroma alone is incredibly powerful and its effects are even more astonishing. Bailey being asked hopefully, "Yichin, can you really find my mother?" Yichin shook his head. "I can't find her, but I can tell you what happened on that land." Bailey Hong thought, "This kid saved my entire family. Once we return to the capital, I'll do everything I can to protect him." At that moment, lava began rising from below, causing the temperature to soar. Bailey being exclaimed, "My clothes are starting to burn." Bailey Hong frowned. "This is bad. The dragon vein beneath Keelan Mountain has been damaged. If it isn't repaired, all the spiritual energy here will disappear. We should seal this place immediately and leave." Yichin replied, "You all go ahead. I need a little more time." Bailey Hong nodded and handed him a special seal. "Take this. The chief gave me this seal. You can use it to safely seal the dragon vein. Keep it with you. You can inspect the dragon vein as much as you want, but before you leave, make sure you seal it properly. And remember, the temperature inside is rising rapidly. Whatever you're planning to do it quickly." Yichin nodded. "You all go first. I'll catch up." Meanwhile, he thought, the reincarnation graveyard has been urging me to come here. Let's see what it actually wants. With that, Yichin walked deeper into the cave. The temperature here is unbelievable. If I didn't know ice techniques, I wouldn't be able to survive. As he looked at the dragon vein, he couldn't help but admire it. This place is incredible. The spiritual energy here is unbelievably dense. At that moment, his blood dragon emerged. Yichin noticed something immediately. Its size is increasing the moment it entered this place. Let's leave it inside the dragon vein for a while and see just how much energy this little guy can absorb. The scene then shifted to the reincarnation graveyard. The master of the fifth tomb stepped out. Yichin sighed. Another master came out without permission. Looks like it'll only get harder to control the ones in the higher tombs. The newcomer was Sword Venerable Tanli. He smiled. "Kid, we've finally met. I knew we'd meet in front of a dragon vein. If you absorb this dragon vein, your cultivation speed will increase dramatically. You might even be able to release every master sealed inside the tombs. If you want, you can even move this dragon vein into the tomb. You won't get another opportunity like this." Yichin shook his head. "To be honest, I'm not exactly a saint, but I'm not so selfish that I'd sacrifice thousands of innocent lives just for my own benefit. So let me make this perfectly clear, senior. Don't ever suggest something like that to me again. You can take that as a promise. I won't lay a finger on this dragon vein." Sword Venerable Tanli laughed. "Do you even realize what you're saying?" Yichin nodded. "Yes, I know exactly what I'm saying." Tanli smiled with satisfaction. "You're a truly good person. I knew the reincarnation graveyard wouldn't choose the wrong successor. If you had been an evil person, things would have turned out very differently. I wouldn't have taught you anything. But now that I've seen how much you care about others, I'll pass all of my techniques and knowledge on to you. Although you're still far too weak to inherit my true power. Even if I taught you my ultimate technique right now, you wouldn't be able to master it. How did you end up so weak? Yichen shrugged. If I were already strong enough, why would I need your help? And besides, you came out without permission. I was perfectly safe until you showed up. You're just wasting my time. Yichen thought. Sword Venerable Tanli, the Kill Monarch and Kanki, all three of them have already left their tombs. And each one can stay outside much longer than the previous masters. I can't even imagine how terrifying the masters in the higher tombs must be. Tanli then said, I actually came out for another reason. You're currently at the first stage of the Two-End realm, and you've refused to absorb the Dragon Vein, so I believe you should stay here and cultivate. If you cultivate here for 2 or 3 days, you'll make a major breakthrough. Yichen frowned. With a temperature this extreme, even surviving here for 1 day would be difficult. Tanli smiled. You needed to repair the formation protecting this place anyway. I'll handle that. The Dragon Vein won't harm you. Now stop wasting time. Start cultivating. I want to witness your breakthrough. Outside the cave, Bailey Hong grew increasingly worried. Did something happen to Yichen? We've been waiting here for 10 minutes. The Dragon Vein was heavily damaged. The temperature inside must have risen to an unimaginable level by now. No matter how hard he tries, surviving in there will be incredibly difficult. Meanwhile, the cave entrance slowly began closing. Once it shut completely, getting out would become almost impossible. Bailey being panicked. Dad, the entrance is closing. What are we supposed to do now? Chu Yao reassured her. Don't worry. I guarantee Mr. Yi is perfectly fine. Bailey Hong sighed. It's hard to say. Very few people can withstand the power of a Dragon Vein. I'm going back to headquarters to gather a rescue team. Just then, Yichen's voice echoed from inside the cave. You should all return to the capital. There's no need to wait here. I'll be back in a few days. Ju Yao smiled. I told you he'd be fine. Bailey Hong nodded. Then let's go. I'll send officers later to secure this place. Meanwhile, as everyone was leaving, Deng Feng watched them and reported over the phone. Dad, the entrance to the Dragon Vein has completely sealed itself, and Bailey Hong has already returned to the capital by helicopter. His father immediately asked, so who ended up obtaining the Dragon Vein? Deng Feng replied, I didn't see anyone else come out besides Bailey Hong. That means he successfully protected it. His father smiled. That's actually good news. If no one managed to obtain the Dragon Vein, then the Zhang family won't have to worry about anyone gaining an advantage. Come back immediately. Zhang Feng thought, should I tell him that Yichen is still trapped inside? No, it's better if I keep that to myself. Meanwhile, deep inside the cave, Yichen sat calmly, cultivating. Sword Venerable Tian Li watched him silently. This kid is even weaker than I expected. Can he really become the one who leads us and sets us free someday? He's only 17 or 18 years old and has just reached the Chuoyan realm. By this world standards, that's an incredible achievement, but compared to the enemies he'll eventually have to face, it's nowhere near enough. Honestly, I don't see much hope in him. The Masters of the Reincarnation Graveyard are supposed to be our last hope. Maybe the graveyard made the wrong choice this time. After a brief pause, he smiled to himself. Still, if the Reincarnation Graveyard chose him, I'll respect its decision. I just can't place my hopes on him yet. At that moment, Yichen broke through to the second stage of the Chuoyan realm. Tian Li's eyes widened. Not even half a day has passed, and this kid already broke through. Since he's finished, I should wake him up. But instead of stopping, Yichen continued cultivating. Tian Li was stunned. The Dragon Vein's spiritual energy is incredibly powerful. That's why his cultivation speed has increased so dramatically, but I guarantee his body must be suffering unbearable pain right now. Feels like every muscle in his body is burning, yet he's enduring all of it without making a sound. Even after breaking through, he refuses to stop. He still wants to become even stronger. I like that determination. If he wants to stay here longer, then I'll help him however I can. Moments later, Yichen broke through once again, reaching the third stage of the Chuoyan realm. Yichen smiled, advancing 2 entire realms in a single session. Coming here was definitely worth it. Tian Li laughed. You really think you've only been cultivating for 1 day? Open your eyes, kid. 3 whole days have passed. I was worried several times that you might have died while cultivating. Yichen looked shocked. 3 days, senior. Thank you for protecting me all this time. Tian Li nodded. Your determination impressed me, but now it's time to leave this place. Hurry up and go, Yichen asked. What do you mean? Aren't we leaving together? Tian Li shook his head. I have something very important to do. Once I've finished, we'll meet again. Yi Chen frowned. But aren't you just a spirit? I thought none of you could travel very far from the reincarnation graveyard. Tian Li smiled. Normally that's true, but for the past 2 days, I've been guarding the dragon vein. Because of that, I obtained a holy dragon body. Using it together with my own power, I've temporarily created a physical body. I can maintain it for 10 days. It's true that having a physical body limits my strength, but it'll be more than enough to accomplish what I need. What I'm about to do is extremely important for both you and the reincarnation graveyard. But I can't tell you what it is. One day, you'll understand everything I've done for you. Alright, I'll see you again in 5 days. Until then, don't go looking for trouble. The capital is far more dangerous than you realize. There are many powerful people hiding in the shadows. Any one of them could kill you in an instant. So stop provoking everyone you meet. Yi Chen smiled helplessly. 5 days is a long time. Even if I don't go looking for trouble, trouble somehow always finds me. Tian Li then said, I have a gift for you. Yi Chen looked at the object in his hand. A sword. Tian Li nodded. This is called the Yang sword. It looks like an ordinary sword, but it's actually a sword technique. Once you fuse it with your blood essence, you'll be able to activate it. And after you fully mastered it, no one in this country will dare stand against you. I still have a lot to teach you, but unfortunately, I don't have enough time right now. When I return, we'll continue your training. With that, the two parted ways. As soon as Yi Chen stepped outside, Tian Li disappeared. Yi Chen thought he vanished the moment we left the cave. I don't even know where he went. Just then, several soldiers saluted him. We're soldiers of the Blood Battalion. General Bailey ordered us to wait here for you. Yi Chen nodded. All right, let's head back to the capital. As they were leaving, Yi Chen suddenly noticed a set of footprints. He thought, while I was cultivating, I sensed an incredibly powerful killing intent. It was so overwhelming that it even awakened my blood dragon. At first, I thought I was imagining things, but now, these footprints prove it was real. Later, Yi Chen returned to the teacher's apartment. I've been away for quite a while. I wonder how Mom has been doing. The moment he opened the door, he saw Huo and Sunny standing inside. Yi Chen asked in surprise, Huo, Sunny, what are you two doing here? I knew you were coming to the capital, but I didn't expect you to arrive this soon. His mother smiled warmly. You're finally back. Lunch is ready. Come eat first. She then laughed. I used to think my son was still an innocent boy, but now I'm sure he's all grown up. Most people can't even get one girlfriend, yet you managed to bring home 2 beautiful girls. That's definitely my son. Huo immediately hugged Yi Chen. How have you been, Yi Chen? We missed you so much. You know, the Tangent Group headquarters has officially been established here. We'll start operations tomorrow. In just 6 months, you'll be standing at the very top of the business world. Yi Chen blushed. Huo, don't say things like that. I'm getting embarrassed. My mom is right here. Sunny giggled. Don't be shy. We already told your mom everything. She knows all about our relationship. The 3 of us stayed up chatting all night yesterday. Yi Chen froze. You told her everything? He thought helplessly. That's my mom. Couldn't you have kept at least a few things secret? His mother then said, by the way, that beautiful neighbor came by again this morning. It looked like she wanted to tell you something, but the moment she saw Huo and Sunny, she immediately turned around and left. Yi Chen instantly realized who she meant. Mom is talking about Wei. Why did she come looking for me? Did something happen to her body? I've been so busy dealing with a dragon vein that I completely forgot about her. He immediately made a phone call. Ying, tell me everything about Wei. What has she been doing these past few days? Ying replied, she's been attending her classes as usual, and she's visited your house several times. Right now, she's at the FK bar. Yi Chen frowned. Wei at a bar, I specifically told her not to drink. What's she doing there? He immediately ordered. Ying sent some people to protect her, and no matter what happens, don't let her drink. He then thought, sometimes this girl really worries me. But I can't let anything happen to her. If it weren't for her, I never would have been able to infiltrate Ghost Prison. Just then, Yi Chen noticed Huo and Sunny staring at him. Meanwhile, his mother sighed inwardly. My son is in serious trouble. What a fool. If you're secretly chasing another girl, at least do it discreetly. You just talked about her right in front of your girlfriends. Now you've gone and heard both of them. Yi Chen said, I have something important to take care of. So I'm heading out. Huo smiled. You don't have to hide anything from us. Sunny and I won't have a problem with it. Sunny added, and if you're talking about that neighbor who brings breakfast every morning, we don't mind her at all. He's actually really sweet. Yi-chen rubbed the back of his head. You two go ahead and have dinner. I might be a little late. After he left, Huo smiled at Sunny. Looks like she'll be joining us sooner than we expected. The scene shifted to a bar. A few men noticed Why sitting alone. What a beautiful girl. She's sitting all by herself. Let's go keep her company. The bartender walked over and asked Miss, what would you like to drink? Why replied, anything is fine. As she waited, she couldn't help thinking, Professor Yi has so many beautiful girls around him. They're all so close that they even live together. The bartender soon placed a drink in front of her. Looking at the glass, Why hesitated. Yi-chen clearly told me never to drink. I better not touch it. Just then, a few men approached her. A gorgeous girl like you shouldn't be sitting here alone. How about we keep you company? One of them reached for her hand, but before he could touch her, someone grabbed his wrist and shoved him aside. The man angrily shouted, who the hell are you? How dare you touch me? Two military officers stepped forward. Do you even know who you just tried to lay your hands on? If you had taken one more step, we would have shot you. The men immediately turned pale. She has military officers protecting her? Who is this girl? We're sorry, sir. We just wanted to say hello. The officers turned away. Miss White, mister. He specifically told you not to drink. Please don't touch alcohol. Why was surprised. Did Yi-chen already come back? He actually assigned military officers to protect me? Just then, Yi-chen's voice came from behind. Yeah, I'm back. I leave for a few days and you already start drinking. Why quickly waved her hands. No, that's not it. I only came here to listen to the music. Yi-chen grabbed her hand. This isn't the right place to talk. Let's go somewhere else. A little later, they arrived at a cafe. Why asked, where have you been these past few days? I've gone to your house so many times, but every time I only met your mom. Yi-chen replied, I had something very important to deal with. Let's not talk about that. I actually came here today because I need to discuss something important with you and I need an honest answer. Why's heart skipped a beat? Is he going to confess? But he already has two incredibly beautiful girls by his side. Why would he ever choose me? If he really asks, should I say yes? Yi-chen looked at her seriously. Do you want to learn martial arts? If you do, I'm willing to teach you. You already saw what happened at the lake. So by now, you should understand that this world isn't as ordinary as it seems. Why felt both disappointed and embarrassed. So he isn't confessing. He wants to make me his disciple. Mom always wanted me to learn martial arts when I was little, but I hated fighting, so I refused. And honestly, I never wanted to become your disciple. I wanted to become something much more than that. Yi-chen continued, listen, if you don't become a martial artist, your body will eventually kill you. You've probably noticed that the cold stone inside your bracelet has been shrinking, and sometimes, you suddenly feel freezing cold. I'm about to transfer a cultivation technique directly into your mind. It's called the cold heart technique. It will help you control the energy inside your body. Yi-chen thought, now that my cultivation has increased, I've unlocked all of the techniques left behind by Loyantan. The cold heart technique was one of them. He then said, you have 3 days. Prepare yourself mentally. After that, we'll begin your training. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to teach you. Why lowered her head. It's not that I don't want to learn martial arts. I just never wanted to become your disciple. I wish I could have a place in your home, just like those other girls. The scene shifted to the Lin family estate, where several members of the Blood Alliance had gathered. One of the Blood Alliance elders said, Ghost Prison has been completely destroyed. Even our own members stationed there were killed. The higher-ups are furious. I can't believe those insignificant insects actually dared to kill members of the Blood Alliance. Zhu Long stepped forward. My lord, I've already investigated the incident. The one responsible for the massacre was none other than Yi-chen. I personally went there to interfere, but the country's highest authorities stopped me. We can't underestimate Yi-chen's backing. Otherwise, the #1 chief would never support him so openly. Another Blood Alliance elder snorted. So what if he has powerful backing? It can't be stronger than ours. If that #1 chief keeps getting in our way, we'll eliminate him too. Lin Zhulong immediately interrupted. There's no need to go that far. Yi-chen caused this problem. I'll personally bring you his head. But inwardly, he thought, have the Blood Alliance people gone crazy? The #1 chief isn't someone you can simply kill. If you provoke him, the Blood Alliance itself might end up being destroyed. The elder nodded. Fine, Long. I'm trusting you. Besides, handling one brat shouldn't be difficult for you. By the way, do you know anything about the Dragon Vein at Kilin Mountain? Long replied, yes. A massive battle broke out over it. Thousands of grandmasters died in the mountains, but despite the bloodshed, no one obtained the Dragon Vein. The elder shook his head. That's the false information everyone received. One young man stayed inside the Dragon Vein for 3 entire days, and no one reported it. Long's eyes widened. When did that happen? Lin Long thought. Our Lin family was originally supposed to get involved in that matter, but because of Tianjin's affairs, we got tied down. I was happy thinking nobody benefited from the Dragon Vein. Who would have thought someone actually stayed inside for 3 whole days? The Blood Alliance elder continued. Our disciple secretly took some photographs. He reported that the Dragon Vein's temperature had reached an unbelievably high level. During that time, a young man remained inside for 3 full days while repairing it. Listen carefully. We don't just want Yi Chen. We also want the boy who survived inside the Dragon Vein. Even we couldn't endure the Dragon Vein's energy for 3 days. I guarantee that kid possesses an extraordinary treasure. Long looked shocked. The person in that photo is Yi Chen. Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Up grow naturally. Both Blood Alliance elders froze. Are you saying the one who entered the Dragon Vein and the one who destroyed Ghost Prison are the same person? Where did that boy get such terrifying power? And what's his true origin? Long answered. 5 years ago. He was so weak that I killed his parents right in front of him. He couldn't do a single thing. He could only jump into the lake to save his own life. After that, he disappeared for 5 years. No one knows where he went. I personally believe he somehow entered a hidden sect in Kunlun, and those 5 years completely transformed him. The Blood Alliance elder laughed. So what if he trained in Kunlun? You also spent 5 years training in Kunlun. If you fought him now, he wouldn't stand a chance. Long smiled confidently. You're absolutely right. Within 2 days, I'll place Yi Chen's head at your feet. The scene shifted once again. Yi Chen arrived at the number 1 chief's residence. The chief smiled warmly. Every time I see you, it puts me in a good mood. After your last mission, you've earned my respect. Come, Yi Chen, sit down and have some tea with me. The chief's granddaughter looked at Yi Chen curiously. Grandpa, who is he? Why are you treating him with so much respect? Does he really deserve it? The chief's expression darkened. Enough. If you keep talking nonsense in front of him, I'll slap you. He then introduced her. Yi Chen, this is my granddaughter, Lo Rong. You're both around the same age. It would be nice if the two of you became friends. Yi Chen replied calmly. Chief, I came here to ask about the Lin family's location, not to make friends. Hearing that, Lo Rong's face immediately darkened. You little brat, who do you think you are? I have no interest in being friends with you either. The chief glared at her. Go to your room. Lo Rong protested. Grandpa, I didn't start this. He did. The chief frowned in irritation. Don't make me repeat myself. Lo Rong pouted as she walked away. Grandpa, you're such a bully. The chief turned back to Yi Chen. Yi Chen, I'll ask you one last time. Have you really decided to go against the Lin family? I've received intelligence that the Lin family is backed by several powerful forces. Today, 2 extremely powerful members from a top cultivation sect were seen at their estate. Starting a fight with them right now isn't a wise decision. Yi Chen replied calmly. Thanks for the information, but I don't need it. I'm going to destroy the Lin family and I'm doing it now. I just hope you keep your promise. The chief sighed. Very well. This is the Lin family's exact address, but listen carefully. Even if you go there, you won't be able to break through their defensive formation, so taking this address won't do you much good. Yi Chen nodded. Then I'll be leaving now, chief. Just then Bailey Hun stopped him. Yi Chen, wait a second. I don't think you fully thought this through. I admit you have the strength to fight the Lin family. But what about the people you care about? You still don't understand how deep the power of the capital's great family really runs. If you attack the Lin family and gain the upper hand, they'll immediately resort to dirty tricks. I guarantee they'll target your family and friends. Even if you save your father, but lose everyone else, what would be the point? Yi Chen fell silent. That's the real problem. Dark Palace is still not strong enough to protect everyone around me. The chief spoke up. you're challenging the Lin family to save your father, right? What if Bailey hung and I help rescue him instead? If the two of us pressure the Lin family together, they'll release your father within 3 days. Yi Chen shook his head. Saving my father alone isn't enough. You already know what happened to my family 5 years ago. Lin Jialong was responsible for everything. I won't stop until I kill that bastard with my own hands. Bailey Hung nodded. Your real enemy is Lin Jialong. It doesn't seem like you even know the rest of the Lin family. So why seek revenge against all of them? How about this? We arrange a death arena duel. You settle everything inside the arena. The stronger one wins. And whatever happens inside stays inside. Yi Chen paused. Why didn't I think of that earlier? The chief smiled. Excellent idea, Bailey. This will minimize casualties. Whether it's Yi Chen or the Lin family, both are valuable to our country. Yi Chen, you also know that everything 5 years ago, and even your father's recent kidnapping were both orchestrated by Lin Jialong. The rest of the Lin family had nothing to do with it. If you wipe out the entire family, you'll end up killing many innocent people. But if you use the death arena, you can eliminate your true enemy. Both sides will be bound by the arena's rules. Neither side will be allowed to target each other's families, and those two experts from the cultivation sect won't interfere either. As for rescuing your father, Bailey Hung and I will handle that. If you agree, I'll issue the challenge immediately. What do you think about holding the match 5 days from now? Yi Chen replied, 5 days is too long. Let's make it 2. I'll face Lin Jialong in a death match. Inside the death arena, the chief nodded. Done. I'll prepare the official documents. In the meantime, we'll figure out how to rescue your father. He handed Yi Chen a document. Here's your copy of the death match agreement. An identical copy will be delivered to Lin Jialong. Yi Chen accepted it. I can wait a couple more days before destroying the Lin family, but if they try any tricks before the death arena match, I'll wipe them out completely. I'm leaving now and tell the Lin family to wash their necks and prepare for death. After Yi Chen left, the chief let out a long sigh. Finally, we found a way to minimize the country's losses. Just then, Luo Rong walked back in. That guy is unbelievably arrogant. How has someone that rude survived this long? He's actually challenging Lin Jialong. I hope Lin Jialong kills him with a single strike. I'm betting all my money on Lin Jialong. The chief's face darkened. Slap. He struck Luo Rong across the face. Do you even know who you're talking about? When even our own Marshal Bureau betrayed the country, that young man stepped up and saved us all. He's a hero. Aren't you ashamed of speaking about him like that? If I ever hear you say something like that again, I'll think twice before sparing you. Luo Rong clutched her cheek angrily. You actually hit me for an outsider. Bailey Hong sighed. She's really upset. The chief replied, it was necessary. You and I both know, Yi Chen will surpass both of us one day. If Luo Rong keeps offending someone like him, she won't survive for long. I need to prepare the challenge letter for the Lin family. The scene shifted again. Zhu Yao arrived to pick up Yi Chen. Mr. Yi, let me drive you home. As he got into the car, Yi Chen asked, how did you know I was here? Zhu Yao smiled. Did you forget? Bailey is my friend. From a distance, Luo Rong watched them leave. So he doesn't even have his own car. A girl had to come pick him up. He must have gotten this far by relying on women. He's completely useless on his own. At that moment, a guard approached. Young miss, what are you doing here? Luo Rong pointed toward Zhu Yao's car. I want every piece of information about that girl. I need to know why Grandpa is so interested in that brat. And I also want to know what relationship she has with him. The guard nodded. Understood, young miss. I'll investigate immediately. Looks like she's about to stir up more trouble. Soon, Zhu Yao stopped outside Yi Chen's apartment. She asked, Mr. Yi, Bailey wanted me to ask when you'll be going to inspect the land. Yi Chen replied, tell her I'll go tomorrow. He thought to himself, the teacher's apartment is only a temporary place. I need to acquire that land as soon as possible and build a home where my parents can live safely. A place where I never have to worry about their safety again. Yi Chen smiled. I'll get going. If I need anything, I'll contact you. Zhu Yao smiled back. Please take care of yourself. As she watched him leave, she thought he actually said goodbye to me. That's the first time. I care about Mr. Yi so much. Could it be that he finally cares about me too? I'm really glad I chose to stay by his side. Otherwise, considering how far he's already surpassed Jiaonan, he probably wouldn't have had anything to do with me anymore. Hidden behind them, the guard muttered, young miss, Here's the information you requested. That lady's name is Zhu Yao. She's from the Zhu family of Jiangnan. Her family manufactures weapons used by many of the country's top martial artists. They hold tremendous influence in the martial world. Luo Rong narrowed her eyes. So she's from the Zhu family. So that's why that guy acts so confidently. In my opinion, his biggest advantage isn't the Zhu family. It's that she's friends with Bailey. If he didn't have connections with the Bailey family, Grandpa wouldn't have even looked at him. Compared to me, he isn't even worth mentioning. Grandpa actually slapped me because of that girl. I'll make sure she learns a painful lesson. Luo Rong walked straight towards Zhu Yao and shouted, "You're Zhu Yao from the Zhu family, aren't you? Take my advice. Stay away from that handsome guy, and don't ever see him again." Zhu Yao frowned. "And who are you?" Luo Rong crossed her arms. "That idiot only acts so fearless because your family is backing him. In a few days, the Lin family will turn him into a corpse. If you have even a little common sense, stay away from him." Zhu Yao's expression turned cold. "You don't have the right to insult Mr. You like that? And another thing, I'm not your servant. I'm not going to do whatever you tell me. Who I meet, who I talk to, and who I choose to associate with is my decision." Inside, Zhu Yao thought she already knows which family I belong to. Yet she's deliberately trying to provoke me. It's better if I stay calm and leave. Before we move ahead, please take a second to share on this video. Sharing helps this video reach friends who may also enjoy anime, gaming, travel, cricket, chess, career basics, or personal stories. Your support helps Amazing Abhi grow naturally. With that, Zhu Yao turned and started walking away. Luo Rong grabbed Zhu Yao's wrist. "Why are you leaving? I'm still talking to you. Just because you're Bailey's friend doesn't mean you're Bailey herself. Bailey is nothing in front of me. Once I make a decision, even she wouldn't dare oppose it. I'm Luo Rong, the most powerful young lady in the entire capital." Zhu Yao thought to herself. So she's the chief's granddaughter. Then why is she acting like this? She looked at Luo Rong and said, "I don't care whose granddaughter you are. I'll say this one more time. What I do and what I don't do is none of your business. And no matter who you are, you're not qualified to speak badly about Mr. E. If you really have the courage, go say those things to his face." Luo Rong's expression darkened. "I'm not qualified." She suddenly slapped Zhu Yao across the face. "In this country, there's nothing I'm not qualified to do." The people nearby whispered among themselves. "Who is that girl? She's actually hitting someone in public. She's unbelievably arrogant. How rude." At that moment, one who shouted, "Everyone, get out of here." The crowd immediately scattered. "If you stay here and watch this fight, you won't be able to handle the consequences." As they fled, everyone kept saying, "We didn't see anything." Zhu Yao frowned. "Why does it feel like I've walked straight into a trap?" Luo Rong sneered. "You've contradicted every single thing I've said. Where did you get the courage to defy me?" "Mr. Wanhu, slap her 10 times. I want to see how long she'll keep defending each end." Wanhu hesitated. "Young miss, please don't do this. This young lady hasn't been disrespectful to you, nor has she tried to provoke you." Luo Rong glared at him. "I call you Mr. Wanhu out of courtesy. That doesn't mean you're my equal. Don't forget your place." Wanhu lowered his head. "Understood, young miss. I'll do as you command." He looked apologetically at Zhu Yao. "I'm sorry. Sometimes right and wrong don't matter. There are situations we simply can't stop." Just before he could make a move, someone suddenly appeared and stopped him. The newcomer hurried over to Zhu Yao. "Miss Zhu Yao, are you all right?" Luo Rong frowned. "Who is this now? He's not Yi Chen." That guy was much more handsome. The man stepped forward and said, "Master Yi already guessed something like this would happen. I've already informed him about everything, so before he gets here himself, it's best if you end this now. If he finds out you slapped Miss Zhu Yao, you won't be the one walking away today." Without another word, Wanhu threw a punch and sent the man flying backward. Wanhu said coldly, "I sensed a weak martial artist lurking nearby, but I never expected you to have the nerve to block my attack. Where did all that confidence come from?" Luo Rong scoffed. "So you're relying on Yi Chen's name to threaten us?" "Mr. Wanhu, cripple him and don't slap that girl 10 times. Make it 20, Wanhu nodded. "As you wish, young miss." The Dark Hall guard thought to himself, "He's putting all his strength into this attack. He's really trying to cripple me. No matter what happens, I'll protect Miss Zhu Yao." He tried to block Wanhu's attack, but was sent flying. He coughed up blood. "He's incredibly strong. Master Yi, I'm sorry. I couldn't protect her. Just then, Yi Chen arrived. You've done well. In the next instant, he punched Wan Hu and blasted him backward. How dare you lay a hand on my people? Looks like someone needs to teach you a lesson. With another strike, Yi Chen sent Wan Hu crashing into the side of the street. He looked at him coldly. You're one of the chief's men. That's the only reason you're still alive. Consider yourself lucky. Seeing Yi Chen's overwhelming strength, even Lu Rong was stunned. Yi Chen turned to his injured subordinate and handed him a bottle. There are 10 pills inside. The first one will completely heal your injuries. The other 9 are your reward for today. The man knelt immediately. Thank you, my lord. He couldn't believe his luck. Master Yi's pills are of the highest quality. I never imagined I'd received so many pills for such a small contribution. Yi Chen looked at Jia Yao. Did she slap you? Jia Yao shook her head. I'm fine. Yi Chen, you don't need to get angry. Lu Rong shouted. I'm from the Lu family. If you dare touch me, you won't live to regret it. Slap. Yi Chen struck her across the face. Lu Rong froze. You hit me? Even my grandpa rarely hits me. No one else has ever dared. You'll pay for this. Yi Chen's eyes turned to icy. A slap is nothing. Right now, I'm angry enough to kill you. He grabbed Lu Rong by the throat and lifted her into the air. Lu Rong's face turned pale. He's not bluffing. His killing intent is real. He's actually going to kill me. Yi Chen sneered. You were acting so arrogant just a moment ago. So why are you crying already? Tears streamed down Lu Rong's face. Please forgive me. Please let me go. I don't want to die. Yi Chen thought to himself. I assumed the chief's granddaughter would be someone powerful. Turns out she's just a spoiled, cowardly little princess. At that moment, several powerful masters rushed over. They shouted, please spare her. She's the chief's granddaughter. The chief will definitely punish her for what she did today. One of the masters secretly thought of all the people she could have offended. She chose him. This young man now holds so much influence that even if he killed her, there isn't much we could do. Zhu Yao quickly stepped forward. Mister, you please let her go. Lon family is different from the other great families. We shouldn't underestimate them. Just then Lu Rong's phone started ringing. It's Grandpa, Yi Chen said calmly. Then answer it. As soon as she picked up, the chief roared from the other end. Lu Rong, have you lost your mind? What exactly are you doing? You're grounded for an entire year. Apologize to Yi Chen immediately. Yi Chen let go of her. I respect the chief. That's the only reason I'm letting you live. But don't ever make the same mistake again. He turned to Zhu Yao. Let's go. We still have to visit Bailey later. The surrounding masters immediately rushed to Lu Rong. Young miss, are you all right? The scene shifted to the Lu Rong family estate. Lu Rong was crying as she complained to her parents. Mom, Dad, that bastard humiliated me in front of everyone. He almost killed me. I'm telling the truth. I didn't even do anything this time. That girl kept showing off in front of me. What makes me the angriest is I couldn't do anything to her. Her mother immediately comforted her. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get justice. But he's nothing compared to our Ludo family. Her father snorted. Stop talking nonsense. Everything you heard was only Lu Rong's side of the story. I can guarantee she's the one who started all this. Honestly, I'm glad someone finally taught her a lesson. Otherwise, she would have kept acting like this forever. Lu Rong protested. Dad, do you even realize what you're saying? That guy is a threat to society. He's completely insane. If you let someone like him run free. Before she could finish, the chief walked in. In my opinion, the most arrogant person here, the one abusing their power, isn't Yi Chen. It's you. Everyone immediately fell silent when they saw the chief. The chief continued. Yi Chen is a major general in the military. I personally awarded him that rank. On top of that, at such a young age, he's already an instructor of the Dragon Soul. The respect he's earned for this country surpasses what many veteran forces have achieved in their entire lives. If I told you about just 2 of his accomplishments, your legs would start shaking. The Becky Club had been a thorn in this countryside for years. Yi Chen went to their island alone and destroyed the entire organization. Today, even the Becky Club's leader, Ogre, serves him as nothing more than a gatekeeper. And when the Dragon Vein was on the verge of destruction, who saved it? Bailey Hong's entire team had been wiped out, and even Bailey himself was about to die. Yi Chen arrived alone, saved Bailey Hong's life, restored the Dragon Vein, defeated Grandmaster Xing Renji, who ranked 7th among the Grandmasters, and even defeated a master from Kunlun, all by himself. Lu Rong's father was stunned. So the one who destroyed the Becky Club and the one who saved Mr. Bailey Hong was Yi Chen. The Keelan Mountain incident was enormous. Even Mr. Bailey and his strongest experts couldn't handle it. If Yi Chen truly resolved everything alone, then I can confidently say he's the strongest martial artist in the entire country. And he accomplished all of this at only 16 years old. Lu Rong was completely speechless. So Uncle Bailey's life was saved by Yi Chen. He's actually the strongest cultivator in the entire country. The chief looked at everyone. So do you still think the same way about Yi Chen? You probably believe he overreacted because of Lu Rong's little stunt. Let me tell you something. For the sake of obtaining information, he wants to destroy the entire martial arts world of Jiangnan. You should consider yourselves incredibly lucky. The only reason he spared Lu Rong today was because of me. Not because he feared me. He spared her because he respects me. Let me tell you the truth. Even if he had killed her today, there isn't a single person in this country who would have dared hold him accountable. And one day, that young man will surpass me in both power and status. Lu Rong's mother spoke up. Even if Rong made a mistake, she's still your granddaughter. Before the chief could respond, Lu Rong's father interrupted. Enough. The one we should have maintained a good relationship with is exactly the person your daughter offended. I already know everything she did. Anyone with that level of power would have reacted exactly the same way. Lu Rong lowered her head in shame. I made a terrible mistake. Grandpa, from today onward, I'll never treat anyone arrogantly again. The scene shifted to Bailey Hong's piece of land. Yu Yao looked around curiously. Mr. Yi, I honestly don't see anything special about this place. Why were you so determined to acquire it? Yi Chen smiled. To be honest, I didn't understand it at first either. And even if I tried explaining it to you, you still wouldn't understand. This place is far more extraordinary than you can imagine. He picked up an ordinary-looking stone and crushed it. I can sense that this used to be a spirit stone, and that's not all. In the mendously powerful formation once covered this entire area. A very influential family must have lived here long ago, but even they couldn't withstand the passage of time. At that moment, Bailey Hong and Bailey arrived. Yi Chen asked, "Did you bring what I requested?" Bailey handed him an old comb. "My mother used to use this." Bailey Hong asked nervously, "Can we really find my wife using just this comb?" Yi Chen shrugged. "There's no harm in trying. She's been gone for many years, so locating her won't be easy. Let's begin." As he spoke, Yi Chen activated the comb's hidden power. Bailey Hong watched in amazement. The power he's using, it's immortal energy. I never imagined such techniques still existed in this world. Yi Chen chanted, "I shall reopen the pages of history. The truth buried by time will finally be revealed. Great Tao King's art, show us the past." The surroundings instantly turned pitch black. Bailey asked nervously, "Why can't I see anything?" "Mister, you did something go wrong." Yi Chen frowned. There weren't just one. There were two people here. That's why the past isn't appearing. Suddenly Bailey Hong shouted in shocked. "What's happening? Where did all these demons come from?" Yi Chen immediately understood. These are evil talismans. Kai Hai once taught me about them. Ordinary talismans are known as Tao talismans, but talismans infused with evil spirits are called evil talismans. Bailey Hong asked anxiously, "Mr. Yi, what's going on?" Yi Chen replied, "Think of this as the final trial before the truth is revealed. Stay behind me. I'll destroy everything preventing the past from appearing." He activated his own talisman and instantly destroyed every evil spirit blocking the vision. Moments later, they finally saw Bailey Hong's wife. Bailey cried out, "Mom!" Bailey Hong's eyes widened. "That's her. That's my wife, Mu Wanling." They watched the scene from the past. Standing beside Wanling was another man. He asked Tae, "Are you certain you want to leave this place and return to Kunlun?" Wanling nodded. "Yes, I'm absolutely certain." The man asked, "Don't you want to leave a message for your family?" Wanling shook her head. "If I leave them anything, they'll definitely come looking for me. During the past few years, I've already done everything I could for the Bailey family. I don't believe they'll face any more major difficulties. Bailey Hong has become a great general. My daughter has grown up. They no longer need my protection. This is the perfect time for me to return to Kunlun and fulfill my duty." The master nodded. "Very well, come with me." The vision suddenly faded into darkness once again. Yi Chen thought, "I never expected Bailey Hong's wife to come from Kunlun." Judging by his reaction, he already knew the truth. Bailey Hong sighed. So she really did return. Bailey looked at her father. "Dad, Did Mom really go back to Kunlun Mountain? Bailey Hong replied, "We'll talk about that later." Turning toward each end, he bowed respectfully. "Mr. Yi, thank you so much." He handed over a folder. "These are the land ownership documents. From today onward, this land belongs to you. I hope it helps you in your upcoming battle against Lin Julong, and I hope you establish yourself firmly in the capital." Each end thought to himself. I noticed the man standing beside Bailey's wife. Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Pi grow naturally. Was wearing a pendant. That pendant carried the emblem of Kunlun. If Bailey Hong ever wants to search for his wife, I'll help him, just not right now. I don't have the time. I'll tell him everything later. His thoughts drifted back to Kunlun. I still remember Kunlun as clearly as yesterday. When I first entered Kunlun, I became my master's disciple. Back then, I was extremely weak. My master wasn't known for combat. Instead, he was a supreme master of healing and countless other arts. He was one of the greatest masters in Kunlun, but my goals never aligned with the path he taught. He saw the burning desire for revenge inside me, so he took me from sect to sect throughout Kunlun, begging other masters to accept me as their disciple. But every single one rejected me. No sect in Kunlun wanted me. Everyone believed my spiritual roots were worthless. They all said I'd never reach the Tu-Yon realm, no matter how long I cultivated. Accepting me would only damage their reputation. When my master ran out of options, he took me to the Fighters' Hell to sharpen my abilities. That place was filled with terrifying experts. It was one of the deadliest places imaginable. I was incredibly lucky just to survive. There, I mastered the 9th Havanian technique, the technique that allowed me to truly step into the cultivation world. Now I've become stronger than ever. And I've already reached the very realm of those people once claimed I'd never attain. Once I've taken my revenge, I'll definitely return to Kunlun. There are still many debts waiting to be settled. I wonder how everyone is doing. Master is probably still sitting peacefully, listening to music. And Jishikian, she's probably still worrying about me. Jiu asked curiously, "Master Yi, where exactly is Kunlun? And who is Jishikian?" Ichen smiled faintly. "She's a very dear friend of mine. Come on, we should head back. We still have plenty of things to take care of." The scene shifted to Kunlun. A powerful breakthrough shook the entire sect. All the disciples cheered excitedly. Senior Sister Ji has broken through for the 7th time this year. She truly deserves to be called the greatest genius in the entire sect. She's the greatest treasure our sect has. If we could spend even 10 minutes talking to her, it would be an opportunity of a lifetime. Meanwhile, another disciple said she doesn't even pay attention to other people. Her entire focus is on cultivation. She couldn't care less about ordinary people's feelings. Another disciple scoffed, "You guys don't know anything. The only person Senior Sister ever cared about in the entire sect was that useless trash, Ichen." Honestly, I still can't understand why. Senior Sister is like a priceless gem. So why did she care so much about a nobody like him? In terms of talent, strength, and every other aspect, I'm far superior to him, and yet she treats me like I'm nothing but dust on the side of the road. Why does she support Yichen so much, but never pays attention to me? The moment he finished speaking, Jishikian's expression turned ice cold. "You fool! How dare you stand in front of me and speak such nonsense? You'll pay for your disrespect." With a single strike, she sent him flying, causing him to cough up blood. Terrified, the disciple immediately begged, "Senior Sister, please forgive me. I forgot my place." Jishikian silently thought, "I wonder how Yichen is doing." The spiritual energy outside Kunlun is incredibly thin. Cultivating there must be much harder for him. I just hope he somehow manages to grow stronger. The scene shifted to the Lin family estate. Lin Hao greeted the visitor. Commander Duanchen Fang of the Blood Battalion, one of General Bailey Hong's most trusted men. "What brings someone as important as you to our residence? Since you're already here, why don't you stay for some tea?" Duanchen Feng replied coldly, "I have no interest in either you or your tea. The #1 chief has issued a formal challenge. We're here to wait for your response." Lin Hao thought, if we exclude the hidden masters who prefer to stay out of the public eye, then Lin Jialong is undoubtedly the strongest martial artist in the country. The fact that someone actually challenged my son is shocking enough. Taking the challenge letter, Lin Jialong smiled. "So it's a death match?" One of the Kunlun elders asked, "Is this Yichen the same one we've been hearing about?" Lin Hao looked at his son. "Yichen is challenging you." As his courage grown a little too much, Lin Jialong laughed arrogantly. 5 years ago, he was nothing more than an ant. I didn't even think he was worth crushing. And now 5 years later, that same ant is pretending to be a lion. Tell the number one chief, the Lin family accepts the challenge. Duan Chenfeng nodded. The chief himself will personally attend the match. I'd also like to remind the Lin family, don't try any dirty tricks. And the same goes for the Blood Alliance. You may be powerful in Kunlun, but this isn't Kunlun. Don't even think about interfering in the death match. One of the Blood Alliance masters became furious, but another stopped him. Calm down. There's no need to get angry. Duan Chenfeng continued. One last thing. Tomorrow, General Bailey Hong will personally visit the Lin family to discuss something. Lin Hao frowned. Bailey wants to negotiate with us about what? Duan Chenfeng answered. That's classified military information. I can't reveal it. You'll find out when you meet him. The Blood Alliance master smiled. This Yichen is becoming more and more interesting. Lin Julong said confidently. Don't worry, he's nothing but trash. If he can survive even 10 of my attacks, that'll already be a miracle. I invite all of you to come watch the battle. I'll cripple him in front of everyone, and then teach him what a fate worse than death truly feels like. After that, we can calmly interrogate his father. The Blood Alliance master nodded. I have complete confidence in your strength, but don't underestimate this fight. The number one chief personally wrote the challenge letter. That alone proves how much faith he has in Yichen. And don't forget, he was the one who stabilized the Killing Dragon vein. He drove every force there out in a single day. Lin Julong snorted. If I had gone there, it wouldn't have taken me even an hour. I'm telling you, this kid is nothing but hype. In reality, he's nothing special. The scene shifted back to the teacher's apartment. While eating dinner, Luo smiled. These dumplings are absolutely delicious. Sunny nodded enthusiastically. And you're an amazing cook. Yichen's mother laughed. You girls aren't even officially part of the family yet, and you've already started flattering me. Yichen smiled. No mom, they're telling the truth. He then looked at Yichen with a teasing smile. So tell me, when are you planning to get married? Yichen blinked. Mom, are you saying I should marry both of them? He nodded naturally. Of course you can. Yichen was stunned. Mom, what are you talking about? I thought you'd object to something like this. P smiled. In the ordinary world, having more than one wife is unacceptable, but those rules don't apply in the martial world. Powerful martial artists usually have 8 or 9 wives, and that's considered perfectly normal. Even in the Zhang family, plenty of men have 8 wives, and that's one of the largest families around. Even many smaller martial families follow the same tradition. Jianchen is just a small city, but even the heads of the martial families there usually have 3 or 4 wives. So you could say this is completely normal in the martial world. With your current status, having 8 or 9 wives wouldn't be unusual. But let me make one thing clear. You are not allowed to mistreat any of them. Sania and Huo are under my protection. Yichen quickly surrendered. All right, Mom. I understand. Pei stood up. I'm full. I'm going to bed. Lately, I've been focusing on my cultivation, so I won't disturb you youngsters. As she walked away, she suddenly turned back and said, Yichen, whatever you're planning to do, don't make too much noise. Otherwise, the neighbors will start complaining. All right, I'm off to cultivate. Blushing, Sunny and Uo quickly protested. And what are you talking about? We're not going to do anything like that. Pei laughed. Even if you did, I'd know. I'm going to cultivate, so I'll notice everything. Uo blushed even harder before looking at Yichen. Yichen, I wanted to tell you something. Yichen smiled. What is it? Uo crossed her arms confidently. Tonight, I'm the commander. Sunny pouted. It's been so long since we've seen each other. Are we really just going to sit here? Although, if your mom hears anything, it'll be so embarrassing. Don't you have some kind of technique that can block the sound? Pulling both girls into his arms, Yichen grinned. Don't worry, not a single sound will escape this room, and everything will go just fine. With that, the spicy moment officially began. The next morning, Yichen stretched as he woke up. The weather's really nice today. His mother looked around and asked, Where are Yuo and Sunny? They had some work to do, so they left for the company early. Pretending to be serious, Pei asked, You two didn't do anything last night, did you? Yichen acted innocent. Did you hear anything? At the same time, he thought to himself, Mom, I know you were standing outside the door with your ear pressed against it last night, but your son was 4 steps ahead of you. I set up a 4-layer soundproof barrier. Even if a bomb had exploded inside the room, you wouldn't have heard a thing. Pei nodded thoughtfully. Well, I didn't hear anything, so I guess nothing happened. Yi Chen changed the subject. Mom, remember that piece of land you told me about? The one that belonged to Bailey Hong? I got it. Pei froze in shock. You actually got that land? But how? No one has ever been able to get Bailey Hong to give it up. Yi Chen shrugged. How I got it isn't important. The important thing is that I have it now. And Bailey Hong also promised to help rescue Dad. If everything goes smoothly, Dad will be back with us in just a few days. Pei looked worried. A promise is one thing, but can Bailey Hong really pressure them enough to make them release your father? Yi Chen replied calmly. They don't have another choice. Tomorrow, I'll fight Lin Long in the death arena. Once I settle everything there, we'll see how they keep holding Dad. Pei immediately panicked. What are you doing? Lin Long is incredibly powerful. For the past several days, I've been gathering every force I could. We're still not strong enough to face him. But if you give me a little more time, we'll eventually have enough strength. Please listen to me. There's no need to rush this. Yi Chen shook his head. Mom, you should trust me too. I'm not acting recklessly. I'm doing this because I'm completely confident in my strength. No matter what you say, you won't change my mind. The number 1 chief personally arranged this duel. Neither Lin Long nor I can back out now. Withdrawing would be the same as insulting the number 1 chief. I won't back down. And I doubt Lin Long has the courage to back down either. Pei stared at him in disbelief. You said the number 1 chief personally arranged this fight. She couldn't help but think, the number 1 chief doesn't even take the Zhang family seriously. Just how did this child manage to earn his recognition? At that moment, Yi Chen's phone rang. It was Zhang Feng picking up the call. Yi Chen smiled. Hello, uncle. What's up? Pei hurriedly spoke into the phone. Brother, please talk some sense into him. He's planning to fight Lin Long to the death. Zhang Feng sighed. I only just found out myself. Kid, do you really hate living peacefully? Why do you always throw yourself into trouble? And what exactly have you done over the past few days for the number 1 chief to personally arrange this fight? For my connections, I've learned that the number 1 chief is openly supporting you. Yi Chen smiled confidently. So even knowing that Bailey Hong and the number 1 chief are backing me, you still think I'll lose? I promise you, in the end draw, I won't even be able to touch a single hair on my head. Zhang Feng sighed again. I'm going to speak with my father. I'll personally ask him to protect you during tomorrow's fight. Yi Chen immediately refused. There's no need. If he wants to come watch the fight, he's welcome to. And if he doesn't come, that's fine too. I can win this on my own. After saying that, Yi Chen hung up. Pei looked at him seriously. My son, I trust you completely. But tell me honestly, just how confident are you? Yi Chen smiled fearlessly. I have absolute confidence. Tomorrow, the whole world will watch Lin Long get beaten like a dog. And his own family won't even dare interfere. If I don't make him kneel before me, then my name isn't Yi Chen. The scene shifted to the Lin family estate. Bailey Hong arrived with several of his men. Looking at Lin Hao, he said, so you're here too? Lin Hao smiled politely. General Bailey, judging by your expression, it doesn't seem like you've come with friendly intentions. Bailey replied coldly. Whether my intentions are good or bad depends entirely on your next decision. I'm only here for one thing. Hand over Yi Chen immediately. Lin Hao shook his head. General Bailey, what are you talking about? If Tian Shen were really in our custody, we would hand him over right away. But we can't give you someone we don't even have. Bailey's expression darkened. Do I look like a fool to you? Listen carefully. The easier you resolve this, the better it'll be for everyone. But if you force me to use military force, things will end very badly for the Lin family. Yes, you're one of the country's top families, but you also know how powerful the forces behind us are. The nation has countless hidden masters who serve only the country. With a single order, they could wipe your entire family off the map. And if you're relying on the Blood Alliance to protect you, don't. They won't be able to save you. You should know that this country has many powerful guardians. If even one of them makes a move, your entire family will be crushed. Lin Hao sneered. So you've come here to threaten me. Do you realize that if the Lin family attacked right now, neither you nor the 2 men with you would leave this place alive? Bailey Hung laughed coldly. You think you're worthy of laying a hand on me? It seems you've seriously underestimated the Blood Battalion. You fool! Open your eyes and take a good look at who's standing before you. Lin Hao frowned. Bailey Hung looks unusually confident. Did he really bring back up with him? Just then, a Lin family guard rushed inside. "Master, we have a huge problem. The entire estate has been surrounded by the Blood Battalion. They've come fully armed with guns and heavy weapons." Lin Hao's expression immediately changed. "The entire Blood Battalion is outside, fully armed. They only mobilize like this during war-level emergencies. Just how far is Bailey Hung willing to go against us? Although we have 2 alliance leaders on our side, if a fight breaks out, it'll most likely end in a draw. But openly provoking the military is definitely not a wise move." Taking a deep breath, Lin Hao said, "You want Tianjin, don't you? Fine, we'll hand him over. But only after tomorrow's battle. If Yi Chen survives, you know very well that if that boy dies tomorrow, there'll be no point in taking Tianjin away. Once Yi Chen is dead, we'll simply capture Tianjin again." Bailey Hung nodded. "Fine, it's a deal." At the same time, he thought, he's right. Even if I rescue Tianjin today, it won't matter if Yi Chen loses tomorrow. For now, Yi Chen's father will be released after tomorrow's battle. The scene shifted to the 10,000 sword sect inside Kunlun Void. The entire sect was trembling in fear before a single man. The sect master bowed respectfully. "Sir, we don't know how we've offended you. Please forgive us for whatever mistake we've made." Shen Tianlai replied indifferently. "Forgive you?" The sect master trembled. "Our sect has existed for over 10,000 years. If it's destroyed under my leadership, I'll never be able to face my ancestors. Whatever you want, I'll gladly give it to you. But please tell me what we've done wrong." He thought to himself, "This man has merely stood here, yet every disciple in our sect has already collapsed unconscious. Even without moving, his aura alone is overwhelming. If he so much as lifted a finger, our entire sect would be wiped out instantly." Shen Tianlai calmly replied, "When did I ever say I came here to destroy your sect?" The sect master quickly asked, "Then what brings you here?" Shen Tianlai answered, "Your sect has a member named Lo Jianling." Before we move ahead, please take a second to share on this video. Sharing helps this video reach friends who may also enjoy anime, gaming, travel, cricket, chess, career basics, or personal stories. Your support helps Amazing Abhai grow naturally. "I want to meet him." The sect master was stunned. "The person you're referring to was our sect's founder. He established the 10,000 sword sect 10,000 years ago. How could he possibly still be alive?" Shen Tianlai nodded. "I knew my weakest disciple founded a sect, so this is the 10,000 sword sect." The sect master froze. "Your weakest disciple, does that mean you're actually our founder's master?" The disciples gasped in disbelief. "Impossible. If he were our founder's master, how could he still look so young? His strength is terrifying, but it's hard to believe someone that young existed 10,000 years ago." The sect master immediately dropped to his knees. "Master, may I ask why you've truly come here?" Shen Tianlai took out a jade pendant. "I'm here because of someone else. Look carefully at this jade pendant. If you ever meet someone carrying this pendant, treat them with the same respect you would show me." The sect master was shocked. "I recognize this pendant. It's the greatest treasure left behind by our founder, Lo Jianling. Every generation of sect masters has protected this treasure. Our founder once told us that his master was unimaginably powerful. He even commissioned a portrait of him. Before he died, founder Lo Jianling held that portrait tightly in his hands. His final words were, 'Even if the sect falls and the world is destroyed, this portrait must survive.'" The sect master carefully opened the portrait. The moment he saw it, his entire body trembled. The man in the painting was none other than Shen Tianlai. Leaving aside the clothing, every facial feature matched perfectly. "This really is our founder's legendary master." The sword immortal, Shen Tianlai, he immediately shouted, "Everyone, kneel at once and pay your respects. This is the master of our ancestor." His words are absolute. Without hesitation, every disciple knelt. Meanwhile, Shen Tianlai thought, "That settles this matter. Now I can return. Each in these forces will be useful to you in the future." The scenes shifted back to the construction site of the future Yi family estate. Construction was progressing at full speed. He looked around in surprise. "Isn't the construction moving incredibly fast?" Yi Chen smiled. "Mom, this is how I get things done." Just then, the chief engineer approached them. "The moment we received Mr. Lin Tian's call yesterday, we immediately started work. Everyone here is among the country's finest craftsmen. They were working all over the world, but we brought them here overnight. We've also deployed world-class machinery." Yi Chen smiled. "So what exactly did you do to gather everyone here so quickly?" The chief engineer grinned. "When you offer 20 times the market rate, People will even skip their own weddings to come. Everyone's happily working overtime. Each and noted approvingly, "You've done an excellent job." He thought to himself, Tangen Group is printing money every single day. I don't need to worry about expenses at all. The chief engineer continued, "We also invited several ancient martial artists who possess unique construction techniques. Thanks to them, our progress has become even faster." Ichin tossed him several bottles of pills. "You've all earned these. Take them as a reward." The chief engineer accepted them gratefully. "Thank you very much. I'll share them with all the workers." Ishin smiled. "Mom, it won't be long before the Yi family becomes one of the strongest families in the country." The atmosphere looked worried. The Marshall families definitely won't like that. The capital isn't ruled only by the Jiang and Lin families. The moment the Yi family rises, many powerful families will become jealous. "Are you sure we can defend ourselves against all of them?" Ichen replied confidently. "Whoever dares challenge the Yi family won't survive." Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from the construction site. Ichen's expression turned serious. "Mom, stay here. I'll go see what happened." On the other side of the site, dozens of workers were lying on the ground in pain. One of them cried out, "Who was the idiot that drove a car straight into us? My arm is broken, boss. I can't even feel my hand anymore. If I can't work, how will I feed my family? Please, help me." Ichen immediately took out a pill. "Don't worry, take this. You'll be fine." Then he turned to the chief engineer. "Take care of everyone who's injured. I'm going to find out who did this." Just then, a young man stepped out of a luxury car and sneered, "Who's trying to save the workers I hit? Anyone I run over is beyond saving." His followers laughed. "Young master is absolutely right. You've had your eyes on this property for years. Who would dare start construction here without your permission?" The young master looked at each and, "Do you even know who this land belongs to?" Each and replied calmly, "It used to belong to Bailey Hong, but now it belongs to the Yi family." Seeing each and unwavering confidence, the young master hesitated for a moment. He turned to one of the elders beside him and quietly asked, "Is there actually a family called the Yi family in the capital?" The elder replied, "If they were an ancient family, I would have definitely known about them. They're probably just some wealthy common family." The young master sneered, "So you're just the young master of a rich family, and that's why you're acting so arrogant. Tell your people to pack up and get out of here immediately. From today onward, this land belongs to the Yi family." Before he could finish speaking, Ichen threw a punch that sent the young master crashing to the ground. Ichen said coldly, "I've heard enough of your nonsense. The Yi family is no ordinary family. It will become the family that rules the capital. We haven't even officially established ourselves yet, and pests are already coming to provoke us." The young master gritted his teeth. "So you're a martial artist? No wonder you're so arrogant. Elders, step forward and kill him." At that moment, Pei explained, "The He family is one of the capital's established families. They may not compare to the truly elite families, but they're far from weak. They've wanted this land for years. They just never dared challenge Bailey Hang for it." Yi Chen thought, "So they think I'm weaker than Bailey Hang. Fine, I'll shatter that illusion." The two He family elders charged at each end. With a single punch, each end shattered the first elder's leg. He then effortlessly dodged the second elder's attack. With incredible speed, grabbing the second elder by the throat, Yi Chen sneered, "Neither of you is even ranked among the top 30 grandmasters. What gave insects like you the courage to stand before me?" He then hurled the first elder into the second one. The impact killed both elders instantly. The remaining He family members screamed in terror. "Two grandmasters dead? How is that even possible?" Yi Chen slowly walked toward the young master. "You're the last heir of your family." The young master panicked. "Don't come any closer. I'm the heir of the He family. If you touch me, you won't survive the He family's wrath." Yi Chen smiled. "Let's see just how terrifying your family's wrath really is." He raised his hand, and spiritual energy lifted the young master into the air. The young master shouted desperately, "Don't kill me. If I die, my family will bury your entire family on this very land." Yi Chen's expression instantly turned cold. "You made one fatal mistake. You brought my family into this." He struck the young master and casually tossed his body aside. The surrounding people cried out in horror. "Young master is dead." Yi Chen glanced at them. "Quiet. He's still alive. Go tell the entire capital. This is the territory of the Yi family. If anyone dares step onto this land without permission, I'll kill them." My name is Yi Chen. Go tell your master that Each was the one who defeated your young master. The moment they heard the name Yi Chen, everyone's faces turned pale. They finally realized this was the same Yi Chen who had challenged Ling Long. Yi Chen waved his hand. Take him and get out of here. Without wasting another second, they hurriedly carried the unconscious young master away. He looked at Yi Chen. You spared him on purpose, didn't you? Yi Chen nodded. Yes, Mum. I wanted to make an example out of him. From now on, no one will dare trespass into our territory so casually. For the next 24 hours, no one will make another move. They'll all wait to see the outcome of my battle against Ling Long. If I win tomorrow, not a single family in the capital will dare touch the Yi family. The scene shifted to the Yi family. The injured young master was carried back home. The family head roared. Are you telling me that bastard Yi Chen killed 2 of our elders and nearly killed my son? One of the survivors answered nervously. Yes, family head. He said that anyone who enters the Yi family's territory will suffer the same fate. The family head exploded with rage. So he's actually establishing his own family. I'll personally lead our elders over there. I won't just destroy the Yi family. I'll wipe out his entire bloodline. An elder immediately stopped him. Family head. That would be a foolish decision. Think about it. That land belonged to Bailey Han for years. He never allowed anyone to have it. If Yi Chen obtained that land and even dared challenge Ling Long, then he must have something extraordinary backing him. Attacking him before the battle would be extremely unwise. The family head frowned. And what if he actually wins? Wouldn't we miss our chance? Another elder calmly replied, No, we'll wait for the right moment. Yi Chen is establishing the Yi family. I guarantee that many powerful families in the capital are already unhappy about it. By doing this, he's offended countless influential people. When everyone joins forces to eliminate him, we'll be the first to step forward. The scene shifted to the Zhang family. Grandmaster Zhang sighed. So the boy really went ahead and established his own family. Does he ever think before acting? Zhang Feng replied, Father, our family status in the capital is extremely high. We'll definitely be attending tomorrow's battle. If Yi Chen gets into trouble, can we help him? He's incredibly talented. He'd be a tremendous asset to our family. Grandmaster Zhang shook his head. Forget it. We'll watch the battle, but no one will interfere. After all, Zhang blood flows through his veins. If he dies, we'll at least give him a proper funeral. Zhang Feng sighed inwardly. I shouldn't expect anything from this stubborn old man. Meanwhile, Yi Chen sat quietly in his apartment, cultivating. Opening his eyes after an entire night of cultivation, he muttered, even after cultivating all night, I still couldn't break through. But I've already reached the peak of my current realm. It's time to kill Lin Jilong. The scene shifted to the death arena in the capital. Yi Chen arrived with his family. The crowd immediately recognized him. That's Yi Chen, the one who challenged Grandmaster Rank 2. Lin Jilong, where did someone so young get the courage to do something like this? Just then, Bailey Han walked over. Finally, you're here. Come with me. As they entered the arena, they found it packed with spectators. People whispered among themselves. He's so young. Just looking at his face, you can tell he's overflowing with confidence. I bet all that confidence comes from Bailey Han back in him. Others laughed. I even heard Bailey Han's daughter is very close to him. Maybe he's Bailey Han's future son-in-law. Suddenly, someone shouted angrily, Yi Chen, how dare you kill my son? It was the head of the He family. Yi Chen didn't even spare him a glance and walked right past him. But He family had clenched his fists. He completely ignored me. Is he trying to show everyone that my family isn't even worth acknowledging? He shouted furiously. Keep acting arrogant while you still can. In a few minutes, Lin Jialong will crush every bit of that arrogance. Yi Chen calmly scanned the audience. There are quite a few familiar faces here. I didn't expect Grandpa to come and watch the fight. Just by looking at Uncle's expression, I can tell he's genuinely worried about me. At that moment, Bailey Han stepped beside him. The Blood Battalion is stationed just outside the arena. I don't think the Lin family will dare try any dirty tricks. As agreed yesterday, if you win, your father will be released immediately. From here on, everything depends on you. There are rules inside the death arena. Even I can't interfere. But because you saved my life, I'll tell you this. If your life is ever in danger, I'll risk my own life to save yours. Yi Chen smiled faintly. That won't be necessary, but thank you for your kindness. Bailey Han pointed toward the entrance. Look, the Lin family has arrived. They didn't just bring their own people, they've also brought members of the Blood Alliance. The Blood Alliance is far more dangerous than the Lin family itself. Yi Chen narrowed his eyes. I didn't realize their relationship with the Blood Alliance was this close. Bailey Hong smiled confidently. There's nothing to worry about. You already know about the military and our special budos, but you've never seen our true trump card. We possess a force where every single member is powerful enough to destroy not just an individual, but an entire nation. Yi Chen silently observed them. These people are far more terrifying than I expected. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Amazing Apai. Subscribing makes sure you do not miss the next video, and it gives me motivation to keep improving the quality of every upload. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.